and it's nice to be here with you after our win on the water bill on the floor. I add my voice of congratulations to you and your leadership team and your staff, and our staff's worked great together. And somebody asked me, like, how did you do that? And I said, well, we listened to our committee and we listened to our witnesses, and we wrote a bill that tried to accommodate as much as we could the varying views. And so I think in a place where there's a lot of talking, maybe listening is the better key to getting things done. So you're a great listener, and I appreciate being a part of your committee. So thank you.
What did you say?
What'd you say? Yeah. I also do want to thank the staff because, as you know,
Sometimes my wife says, excuse me, she says, you just don't listen enough. So I'm going to tell her what you said. Thank you.
I can't help you with that. But I can say, I look out over here and I see three very talented women, and I'm very proud of the fact that, and with your beautiful daughters here, we get to see more and more women taking the helm of the leadership positions in the highest levels of our government. So congratulations to the president for nominating three strong women and having them in front of our committee today. We're going to look at another core function of our committee. Not only and then I want to add a caveat that we're working hard to do the same thing with surface transportation that we were able to do with water. It's a heavier lift we're finding, but we're working hard together to reach that point at which we can bring something to not just our committee, but to the full Senate as well. So we're gathering today to do the consideration and oversight of the president's nominees. And you all have a wealth of experience in your respective fields, and the chairman went over that. Unlike unlike the past nominees who have appeared before us this year, all three of the nominees today are already in place at the agencies on which you're nominated to serve. Put in another way, you've already been beginning to execute President Biden's agenda. Ms. Estenoz, Ms. Fox, and Dr. Freedhoff, I hope I didn't butcher anybody there. Thank you for your willingness to serve and for appearing before us today. Given your perspective from now being inside the administration, I especially look forward to hearing about the policies that you're currently working on. I'm interested to know what roles you have played in the decisions that the Biden administration has made to this point. I also want to understand which new or different directions you would push the administration being a Senate confirmed role, and what additional authorities you believe that additional layer of accountability will allow you to bring. That insider perspective will be very helpful to us. From the outside, the pace of executive action has seemed to occur at warp speed and without a lot of external engagement, especially from many of us in Congress. As National Public Radio reported, President Biden issued more orders in his first 100 days than any president since Harry Truman. NPR observed that Biden, quote, may have campaigned on bringing bipartisanship to Washington, but much of his early focus, at least, is on policies that he can implement on his own, end quote. That's the NPR quote. Many of President Biden's key actions and reversals have come in the environment and energy policy area. I understand that we should expect a new administration of the opposite party to have different positions than its predecessor. However, the pace of these changes and the unilateral nature concern me. Dramatic changes in regulations without adequate thought or input can hurt people, businesses, and local communities. That is particularly true during this economic recovery that we are facing. Of particular concern to me and this committee are issues like the Biden administration's decision to revisit Navigable Waters Protection Rule, and we will be talking about that, the streamlined NEPA Act, and the recent Migratory Bird Treaty Rule, the last for which a proposal was just released last week. That said, some of the activities we've seen so far at the Department of Interior and EPA, I do agree with and wholeheartedly support. Just last week, I participated in the sign unveiling for America's newest national park, really source of pride for me, the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. It is already bringing that economic opportunity and excitement to my home state, and I cannot overstate how excited folks are, and I am too. Its administration will come under your oversight if confirmed. In the activities at EPA, I was pleased to see that the administration is prioritizing research on PFAS in its budget proposal. And I'm also glad that EPA is moving forward with a primary drinking water regulation for PFAS and PFOA. If confirmed in the Office of Water, Ms. Fox will take the lead on that, and we already talked about that on our Zoom call. Dr. Freedhoff, I know you have a wealth of experience, and I believe we've actually been in the same room talking about PFAS together in your former role, dealing with PFAS and other bioaccumulative chemicals for your years of service, including to our chairman, Chairman Carper. I look forward to hearing how the Office of Chemical Safety and Pollution Prevention also plans to address PFAS. I hope we can use this hearing to discuss both my points of concern and, equally important, our areas of agreement. Thank you, Chairman Carper, for holding today's hearing, and I turn it back to you.